Hi, this is Tracy Payton. We're going to go ahead and get started with a nice overview of the websites, the new websites. Again, my name is Tracy Payton. I'm with Trade Only, and I'm the Director of Training and Education. And what I'm going to do is walk you through the new website so that you can see both the front end, which is what the customer sees, as well as some of the back end management or admin area where you can customize your website to make it your own. So every AE will be able to do quite a bit to the websites to give it a good custom or a personal look and feel. What we have in front of us right now is the front page or the home page of an AE site. So right now I'm using John Smith's site. But what you'll notice is you have quite a few things on it. You have this header information up here. So you've got some different tabs up here, graphics and blog, and these will pull through to the pages of the corporate Vernon site so that there'll be content on those for you to, or your customers to access. You'll also see that you have the Vernon logo there up there in the heading area. And what you'll have the ability, or every AE will have the ability to upload their own photo, as well as it will have their name next to it and their title if they wish. So you can put in the title. In this case, John has account executive and field coach. So he's put that in there. You also have the ability to update your phone number and put your email up there as well. And there's a tag or marketing tag line here, partnering with you to develop successful marketing and branding strategies. That's been something that was created by your corporate Vernon folks, and it is there for you to be able to use on your sites. If you wish to change it, you can. You could type something else in there, but you have that complete capability of editing that if you see fit. The other things you have on this header information is you have my account. And just to explain how that works, I'm currently signed in on John Smith's account. And to do that, I basically came in and I registered. And there's a missing link here, but if you click on registration, that will prompt you to fill out some required fields. Once you fill those fields out and you register, you will receive login information. It's your email with a password, and you can change that information. Once you log into the site, so if you're a returning customer, you can use that information to log back into the site. And once you're logged on, you can see your details, your inquiries, and your orders. So it gives you a nice history of what you've been doing on the site. So you can reference some of those past inquiries and orders. You can also see your favorites. If you put some product into your favorites category, customers can access that and order those when they feel like that. So you have your account information there up at the top right, or your customers have their account information. Customers can come on and actually do a search. So they could do a keyword search if they're looking to find something, and that's located at the top right of that header area. Addition to that, you have some social media links. These will all be preset to the Vernon social media pages. However, if you have your own unique Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and so forth, you can make those direct to your personal social media links. So I'll show you that today. We can go through that. In addition to that, you have an About Us page and a Contact page. The About Us page is a page that you can customize the content, upload pictures, and really make it personal about you, the AE. If you don't, it already has content on it that will point back to the general information regarding Vernon. So if you don't feel like customizing that, if you click on About Us, it will have some information there for you. The other things that you'll see are these bright and colorful banners that come across the front or the top of the home page. Those have been designed, and if you click on them, they will link out to those categories of products that are being promoted. And Vernon will maintain those for you, Vernon Corporate. So they'll upload those banners based upon the various promotions that they're running. You will also see that your customers can search by collection. So Vernon has put together featured collections of products, and so you can click into any of those collections and search product that way, as well as you can scroll down a little bit further and search by product category. So you can just click on a category of products and find what you're looking for that way. In addition to that, down at the bottom, you have some recent links to blog posts, and you can access that information, as well as in the footer area, you have links into various pages that will be maintained by Vernon Corporate. So you don't need to worry about making sure that all the content on each of those is up to date. That will be done for you. Okay, so if your customer is coming in and searching for a cap, they can key that in and do a search. And in our other video on order management, we talk about how your customer comes onto the site and can register, and how they proceed in placing an order, and how you basically process that order, get the information, and then ultimately enter that into Account Pro. So please watch that video on the order processing and management of the sites. But what I'd like to mention here is when a customer is searching for a product, I searched for a cap, they have a virtual sampling capability on these sites. So if I scroll down, you'll see this virtual sample here, and I can select a logo. So if I have logos that have been uploaded, the customer can go ahead and choose that logo to apply it to the products that they're looking at. To upload a new logo, you can just click Upload New Logo, and that allows you to browse and select something else. So you can bring in a different logo and upload that and see what that looks like on the product. I do want to mention that the logo images do need to be a JPEG, GIF, or PNG. So when your customer is uploading that artwork, it is just for virtual sampling capability so that they can see what it looks like on the product. So that's the front end of what you'll be able to see. What I'd like to show you is how to go into the management area and do the customization that we just spoke of, that you can access from this header or display on this header information. To go in to the management area, you basically key in your URL for your website, but on the end of it you'll put /manage, and that will take you in to a login screen. So if we come in here, I've already logged in. However, if I log out, this is that area that I was speaking of. So once you type in your URL and you hit /manage, you'll be able to put in your email address and password. Let me just go make sure I've got John's password, and we'll paste that in there. All right. Okay, so what we have is once you've signed in, you'll arrive at what is your home screen, and that's just marked by this house here. But this is the home screen within the management or the admin area. And there's some things that you can take a look at going forward. You have these links here. So if I click into each one, we'll go through them quickly. But if I click into General Settings, this is just going to be the area where you can see the site title of your website. This is where you can put your meta description and meta keywords. So you'll have this ability. Most of this will be done for you, but you do have that ability to edit the meta descriptions and meta keywords for your site. That enhances the SEO. So you have that ability. And then you also have products and pricing. This allows you to change price margins and lead times. Not something you're going to be really in doing, but you do have that ability to change those pricing by entering a percentage, either a plus or minus, and that will apply to all products on your site. So that's the first section, which is just general settings of your site. If you click on contact details, this is where you have your telephone, your email, any of the information that you would see under that contact section on your site. You can put in social media links there as well. So those will take people to your various social media pages. If you are making any edits to this area, just make sure you save your changes up in the top right. If we go back to the home, the next area you have here is the manager setting. And if I click on this link, this just lists, and it should have the AE that's on there that owns this particular website. So in this case, it's John. And basically, it will allow him to designate some permissions. So right now, by having the checkbox manage, it allows him to log into this management area that we're in today so that he can customize and make edits to his site. Other things that you see here are inquiries and orders. If those are checked, they will receive, or John will receive, an email every time an inquiry or order is made on his website. If you are looking to use your site for e-commerce, you will need to set up some payment information. To do that, you just click on this link. This is your e-commerce settings, and you can choose the payment method on account, credit card. You can choose both of these or just one of these. If you do choose credit card, you will have to select a provider. It will either need to be PayPal or Authorize.net. You'll have some ability to set up a minimum order value. But in this case, John has Authorize.net selected as his payment provider. And if I scroll down, you'll see where you need to fill in your Authorize.net account information. And he has already done that, but you typically are given a login ID and a transaction key for your particular Authorize.net account. That will need to be in that place. If you select PayPal, you'll need to put in your PayPal information there at the bottom. And then again, save your changes if you are editing or changing any information on that page. Finally, you do have Google Analytics. This is a free service that Google offers. So if you do want to register your site with Google Analytics so that you can appear higher in search results, there is a web address out here that takes you out to Google. You can sign up with them and register your website. When you do that, they will give you a 10 or so digit code. You can put that into this area here and save your changes. What that does is it does provide some traffic reports on your website so you can see who's coming on, what they're looking at, and how frequently your site is appearing in searches. So that's just some general housekeeping activity that you'll see on the home page once you log into your site. Now the areas that you'll want to pay attention, and we talk about it in the order management video, but if you come over to contacts, if you take a look at customers, this is where all your customers will be listed. So just to mention again, if anyone is making an inquiry or an order on your site, they will have to register before submitting that. So anyone who registers is captured in this area here. So you can see their information, their account numbers. If you need to edit the account number so that it's more in line with what you have in Account Pro, you can just click on Edit, and that will allow you to adjust that account number if you need, and then save your changes. Okay, and then obviously any of these emails are an active link to emailing that customer. The other thing you have is your inquiries, and we talk about this in the order management, but to view any inquiries that are coming into your site, you can click on Inquiries. and that will list those inquiries. Every inquiry comes in with a reference number, and you'll see it there. If you click on that reference number, it does open the inquiry so that you can see the details of the inquiry and the products that are listed. If you come over to e-commerce, this is where you're going to view your orders. So we'll just view those quickly. You can see whatever orders comes in as an ID number, just like an inquiry does. If you click on that ID number, it opens up that particular order and provides a product summary and product detail for you to be able to place that order within Account Pro. And I do want to point you towards that order management video or webinar if you're looking at how that actually works as far as the details involved with the order processing. Now, since we're talking about editing content on the website, and we were looking at that header on the home page, in order to edit that content, there's a particular area that you need to go into. And we're going to go into settings. And the first thing that we're going to do is go into default pages. And this is going to give you access to edit some of those areas that we talked about at the beginning of the video. So if you want to edit the About Vernon area, you can come in and find that area that you're wanting to edit, and then you can click on Edit. And that allows you to edit the content on that particular area. So that About Vernon page, this is preset. However, if you want, you can change this to make it more personal and make it more about you, the AE. So you can change the content or you can add to it. To add content, you just basically put your cursor where you want it to be. You can begin typing, or you can just paste in the text that you want to put in there. Now, these blue things are actually links so that you can link into other areas that might have been created. So right here is a testimonials area, and in order to do any type of link, you can highlight or select images, and to do that, you just basically highlight what you want to link, come up to the little link icon, and put in the URL of the page that you're linking that information to. So that gives you the ability to link either text, or we can cancel out of that. You can upload an image, so we'll put our cursor where we want to bring the image in. I can come up to my image icon, and I get to my image properties. I will need to browse the server for an existing image. There's quite a few already uploaded, so I'll just grab something. I'll just do this JPEG. It's coming in as a width and height. They're quite big, so I'll just downsize that to 200. And it's a mug. It's a little bit crooked, but we'll just bring it in sideways. If I hit OK, that's going to bring that image in. If you are bringing images onto this area, they do need to be in a JPEG, GIF, or PNG format, and they cannot exceed 2,000 pixels by 2,000. Now, if you want to link that image, you just highlight the image and come up to the link, and you put in the URL in which you want to link that image to. So you have that ability. And then to delete the image, you just select it, and if you hit delete on your keyboard, that will remove the image. So you have complete ability to edit this area how you see fit. And any changes you do make, please select Save at the top, and that will save your changes for that particular area, which we were just in the About Vernon area. Now this contact information, if you want to edit that information, you just click on Edit. And that'll allow you to edit that contact information there seen on the contact area or contact page. So you've got your name, your phone number, and email. That's pulling directly from the site. So if you want to change it, you can just highlight what you want to change and type in the new email or phone number and then hit save. So that's how you edit those particular pages or areas on your website. Now what we talked about is that overall layout area, which is the header information. So you can see the reference here, header info. And if we want to edit any of that information, we just click on edit. And this again is where you saw the name of the AE that was next to the picture up at the top of the website, and it's also where they had their title and this marketing tag here. So you can click anywhere in here and change the information. If I wanted to delete the field coach, I could do that, or I could just put it back in. All I'm doing is putting my cursor there and typing. The site telephone and email are going to be pulling through automatically. Again, if you want to change that information, all you need to do is highlight that and type in the new email that you want to put on there up at the header of your website. Now you do have some ability, just like you would in a Word document. You can highlight something and you could bold that font, or I'm not font, but you could bold that text, italicize it. You could even change it to a different font or size. So you have that ability with those icons there in the toolbar. You can even change the text color and the text fill. So you have quite a bit. You can center the text and so forth. In this case, because it's a preset area, I would leave it over aligned to the left, but I would give you that ability to edit. I think on here we've got the account executive and field coach italicized. So you can mess around with that how you see fit and make those edits. If you make any changes, just make sure that you save those changes before exiting. Okay. Now, every time you change something, you have a reset button that will appear. And if you ever want to reset it to one of your revisions, you can do that. So if you do make a mistake and you want to revert back, you can click on that reset button and select the revision that you wanted. So don't worry if you make some changes that you don't like, you can reset those back to what they were originally. Now the other things that you'll see on the header area was that area where you can basically upload your picture. So if we click on the miscellaneous tab in this area, you can see that there's the picture of John. And if he was bringing in it for the first time, all he would need to do is hit browse, select the file, so select his picture, and then hit open or double click on it, and that will actually select the file and then hit upload, and that will bring in that picture. So just understand that it's on the miscellaneous tab if they are bringing in a picture, or if you are bringing in a picture of yourself, and that image does need to be a JPEG, GIF, or PNG. Now I did skip this meta description area. If I click back on this tab, this allows you to edit the meta descriptions and meta keywords for that About Vernon page and Contact page. So we saw how you edit the content on the page, but again, this is the ability to edit the meta description and those keywords. So if anyone is searching or Googling promotional products Vernon, that you'll be able to be popped up in those searches. To edit, you just click on edit, and then you can type in the description or the keywords that you want to add, and then just hit save. And if we come back to the modules, that's pretty much how you would edit that information up at the top. So if we view the site now and just go through some of the things that we did, we learned how to bring in that picture update the information next to it. We also talked about how you put in your social media links. Those are on that contact page. And then if you click on About Us or Contact Us, we talked about how you edit the content that is on that page or that area. So on John, he's gone ahead and edited some of that content that you see. So he's put in some additional information about him personally and some of the things that he does. He's part of that Overseas CAPS program, so he's got some information about that. And if you want, he's created some additional links so that you can see that information. So if I click on this particular link for the caps, I can see some of those special caps that he has done and created. So you can see how he's brought those in. So he's basically created that information on a page and then linked that page to that About Us area. Okay. And if I just backspace, we probably can get back to that page. Here's another link. He created a page for testimonials. So if you click on this link, this should take you out to some of the nice testimonials that he has on his site. So again, he created a blank page and then put in these testimonials from his various customers. Okay, well, thank you very much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. Hopefully you learned a little bit more about the websites and how you can kind of personalize them. I wish you the best of luck with your new website, and look for some more advanced training modules coming out shortly on how to create those pages and link pages. So that's another module that will be making available to all the account executives who might want to do what John did there and link out to various testimonial pages or product pages. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.